Lexington, Kentucky. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the Kentucky Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. The Wildcats head coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. So the Virginia Cavaliers kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the back. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Handoff for Baxter. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second. So they realize.
Snags it, and there's running room. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business. With a first down. next couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Quick handoff. Got enough for the first. There's a crease. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Blocked the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First carry of the season for this transfer. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Under fire. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Makes the grab in their space. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the screen. Breaks into the open. The 20. Past the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside, it's Lewis. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Holstein on the play fake. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Eli Holstein to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 40. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Quick release by the QB. Jumped on top of the pile.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Delayed handoff. It's Lewis. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a fourth down from the 42. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Fourth down, Holstein. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Virginia. Once he got some room, it was over.
And, man, that play looked a little bit too easy. Fourth down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they...
Makes a grab and room to run.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Baxter. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? Motion from the wide receiver. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete on the right side. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. A run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throwing, Holstein. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. They finally get him down, but the explosive play has them set up as we get set for the final 2 minutes of the half. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. The run inside. It's Lewis. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
And the Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Holstein. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That incompletion leaves him staring at a third down. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Cavaliers line up to punt it away.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. A 50-50 ball, and he just out-fought the defender and made the catch. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll give it to Baxter. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Virginia will call its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After losing track of the play clock, better keep an eye on it this time. It's 2nd and 10. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be 3rd down. The Wildcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They go play action with Holstein. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They boot it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Off play action on first down. Oh, they're after him. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 8 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Might as well stick with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun on third down, Holstein. Complete on the comeback. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Lewis. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Play fake, Holstein. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll pull it down. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. From the gun on third down, Holstein. Got his man on the outside. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. He'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long.
Here we go, ready. Ready, go.
Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. On the delay, it's Barnes. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on third and long, and they got nothing to show for it. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Wilson. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. Offense in an empty set. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Holstein to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun on third down, Holstein. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Caught behind the line, it's Barnes. Picked up about 6, they're looking at 3rd and 4.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Cover guys do their job and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Using his legs, it's Lewis. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Holstein on the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's a big shot. That's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun on third down, Holstein finds a man by himself. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. How about that big tight end getting downfield and then finding nobody home?
Yeah, he did a really nice job getting the depth on his route, but also give him credit because he found the soft spot in the zone, making that a real easy completion.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Eli Holstein to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Martin. Turning it on. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Eli spinning it again. Gets it to the back. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. The Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Going to the run, it's Lewis. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. Him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Throwing, Holstein. Now adjusting. Firing to the right, complete. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Gibson. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Holstein to throw for it on 4th. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. keep it on the ground. Powers through the defender. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Wildcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. Plows through the defense. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Forced out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Now on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced the negative play, now setting up 4th down.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Holstein bringing the heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Working that wide receiver screen. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Man, it's nice to have a guy on short yardage situations you can turn and you can hand the ball to him. And you know he's not going to dance. You know he's going to be really physical, lower his shoulder. I don't care how many yards he gets. He just needs to get past that 1st down mark.
Here's Holstein to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback extends the play. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On the draw, it's Lewis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Eli Holstein to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. He's taking a deep shot. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Defense ends this game in style, coming up with a turnover, and now they can just kneel it out.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense